Hey guys, what's going on? RetroGamer here, and welcome back to another review, an unboxing and review on the Densha de Go plug and play. So, what is this thing? What are we looking at? What exactly is a Densha de Go plug and play? Well, you see, in Japan, there's this game called Densha de Go. It's a train simulation game, and it's been going on since the late 90s. They've had console games, arcade games, and plug and plays such like these. And this plug and play is very interesting because this uses the same game from Densha de Go the Final on the PlayStation 2, which basically means this is a PlayStation 2 plug and play. And I think that's super cool, super unique, and it's a lot of fun. Now, yes, keep in mind the Densha de Go series is all in Japanese, including this plug and play, but not to worry, I'm going to unbox it, show you the console itself, and do some gameplay and show you how it all works. It's super simple, super easy, and if you're looking to get one, I'll show you how to play it, and you'll have a lot of fun. But the Densha de Go plug and play is really cool. So we'll look at the front of here. The front cover just shows the train, the Densha de Go plug and play, and the console itself. The side, not the same thing. And then on this side, it will show you the different routes you can take as you're driving the trains. And the back is really important because it shows a lot of information that you need to know, like the USB adapter and the HDMI. So it does not come with either. But the HDMI, you can use the same ones from the States. However, with the USB adapter, you need a certain kind of voltage, right? And it's going to tell you the exact kind of stats that you need right here for the power adapter. Personally, myself, I've just been using my PlayStation Vita charger to power this on, and it works fine. So I haven't had any trouble with that. On this side here, it shows you the other routes you can take as well in the game. And that's pretty much it for the box. Now, if we open it up, we'll get to the actual console and some of the other stuff itself. Now, keep in mind, I have opened this before, so the only thing you're not going to see is the original plastic that it came in, but everything else is all in here. And you will see the same things if you buy this as well. We'll take the contents out, move the box to the side, and look at what else is inside. So, what comes inside is the console itself, a cool CD, and the user manual. So the user manual, it's not going to do too much for you, being that it's all in Japanese. It explains how the game works and the controls, the speed and everything, but we're going to show that when we get to the gameplay. This CD has a lot of cool stuff on it, music and other things and whatnot. I unfortunately cannot show that in this review, but maybe in a later video I will show that off. If we open up this box here, we see the console itself. Remove this box from the view, and we see the console itself. And this thing is super cool. Just look at this controller. I absolutely adore this thing. And the build quality is super nice. Like, yes, it's all plastic, but the build quality is super nice. It has some weight to it, and everything moves really cool. It has clicks and everything, Nothing feels cheap on this thing. It feels really legit. The buttons are all rubbery, but they feel really good. This is a little light for when you get to the game and the trains. This is the power switch. And then on the back, you will see we have the port for the power and the HDMI. But the plastic feels really nice, and I really like this. This little slot here is for if you would put a clock in here, because, when you drive a real train in Japan, they usually have a clock right there in the middle to keep time, because time is very important. If you've never driven the trains in Japan, everything has to be on time. There is no really exception for being late, right? So everything has to be on time, so they usually have a clock there. I'm not sure what kind of clock you could buy to fit in there, but it would be really cool to have that. And that's really it for the plug and play. It's simple, You just open it up, take it out of the box, and you're ready to go. And that's what we're going to do. So let's get all the components that we need to plug it in. So I will get my HDMI adapter. Gotta plug it in. And then I'll get the power. And then I'll switch over to the screen here and we'll turn it on. I know, not the most professional, but I'm working with what I can. We will turn this baby on. And then I will point up to the screen. And I will zoom in so we can see the game. As I said, this game is a lot of fun. I think it's super cool, super unique, and I fell in love with this plug and play. This plug and play is all that you really need if you're looking to try out the Densha de Go game series. It is super nice. You don't have to buy any consoles or game or anything. This is all ready to go. So, yes, as I said, this is all in Japanese, but I'll walk you through and give you an example of how the game works. So you have 4 modes here. So this is the main mode where you drive the train. This mode was where you open the doors and stuff. It's a little more complicated because you really have to know what they're saying in Japanese. This is a museum and then the options menu. But let's look at the main mode that everyone's probably going to play, which is the standard driving mode. So you have 4 or 5 different lines. You have the standard Yamanote line from Tokyo, the Chuo line, the Osaka loop, the Tokaido line, and then just the options in the diagram. So you have 4 different ones. So the main one people are probably going to want to try is the Yamanote line. This is the standard one that you ride in Tokyo when you're going to Shinjuku, Akihabara, Tokyo, many famous places like that. And if you just click into one, there's going to be a couple different modes. And they all do a little bit different. So this line here goes from Osaki to Shinjuku. And then you can go to Ikebukuro to Shinjuku. Let's go to the Ikebukuro to Shinjuku. This is a very short line. They have lines that are really long, lines that are really short in the game. You can spend, a couple hours playing this game if you really get into it. And I'll show you how it all works and how the game is played. So you have to have the brake on and everything off before you can start. And the wait time is kind of long to get started, but once you get started, it's actually a lot of fun. And that bell lasts forever. That's one of the most annoying things in the game, if I had to say anything. And then when that light lights up on the left side, you can go. The light's on, you can let go of the brake and start going. And, as I said, yes, while this game is in Japanese, it's really easy to understand. So our stop is in 1,100 meters, right? And there is a speed limit. If you see on the left side, you can go no more than 65 kilometers. And the speed will vary on place to place. And as you get closer, you just kind of have to let it go into 3rd gear and then cruise. And then as it gets closer, you can go into 2nd and then just let it stop there. So right there with the meters, we're getting up to a checkpoint where we can get extra points if we get close to the speed that they want us to go. If we wanted to get extra points, we could go 60, but we're not going to do that. But, you can really, focus on the speeds and get extra points and stuff. And now, as you see, we're getting up to our stop. And one of the most difficult things about Densha de Go is definitely stopping. You have to stop just right, because you're trying to be on time, but you're also trying to stop as close to that line as you possibly can. And that can be really difficult. But once you get the hang of that, and you focus on your speed and stopping, and plus you can't stop too quickly either. People will get mad at you. But if you take your time and slow down and get it just right, that's really all you need to know about Densha de Go. It is super simple, super easy to pick up and play, and you just plug it in and you're ready to go. As you can see, I'm not the best at Densha de Go. Nah. But once you get the hang of it and play around with it, it is a really fun game, super enjoyable, and you could be here for hours just vibing, driving trains in Japan, This is definitely one of the coolest handhelds, the coolest plug and plays I've ever seen. Honestly, if you are looking to pick up this specific plug and play and try it out, I would say go for it. This thing is super cool, super unique. Yes, it is all in Japanese, but as you saw there, it's not hard to start playing the game. It's super simple, super easy. And, they aren't terribly expensive either. If you're comparing this to, say, getting a console version and playing it, because a lot of times with the console versions, you also have to buy the special controller, you have to buy the game, you have to buy the console. That can add up a lot. These themselves, last time I bought it, was $100, which might sound like a lot, but you're getting a lot for it. You're getting the whole system, you're getting a complete game and everything. You just plug it in and play. I think it's very reasonable. Yes, it could be cheaper, sure. Everything could be cheaper. But I think it's very reasonable for what it is. And if you're looking to pick it up, I would highly recommend it. If you're looking to pick up something else, you could do one of the older games on the Nintendo 64. You could do one of the games on PlayStation 2. They even have a new one on the Nintendo Switch as well. I have not played any of those myself. I've played a little bit of the Nintendo 64 version. I haven't played any of the other ones on like PlayStation or Nintendo Switch, other than this PlayStation 2 version. But if you have ever been interested in this, or if you've stumbled across this review and you think it's super interesting, then I would say go for it. This thing is super cool, super unique, and all in all, a lot of fun. But guys, that was my review on the Densha de Go plug and play. So guys, RetroGamer, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys back here with another review. See you guys then.